Good evening and welcome to the Select Board meeting of November 3rd, 2025, 6 p.m. in Room 3 at Town Hall. Do I have a motion for signing of the warrant?
Motion, Mr. Chair, to sign the warrant, please.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
That's unanimous. Do I have a motion to approve the regular session minutes of October 27th?
Yes, you do. Approval of the, motion to approve the regular session minutes of October 27th,
I would-
2025.
And I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
That is unanimous. The first public hearing is the tax classification hearing. We do have the members of the Board of Assessors here, and Jen Slav, the Assessor Administrator, is here with us as well. Hi, Jen.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
So, thank you for having us. The classification hearing tonight is obviously to set our tax rate for the new year. Values have been set, new growth has been approved. We're gonna go over a couple of things, if you can just advance to the first. Thanks, Andy. Just a few talking points for tonight is a little bit on the new growth, so you'll have a little flavor for what we've done. The value changes overall from 25 to 26, what a single tax rate would be, what our historical rate shifts have been, because we're going to ask you to do the same again tonight, what those options are for rate shifts, and then we'll look at what that does to the valuation by class shifted, who's bearing what burden of that tax levy, what the average tax bills are this year compared to last, and then the three local options that you have to consider each year, which are the small commercial exemption, the residential exemption, and the open space discount.
1 sec.
Hold on, Jen, just to
Yeah,
make sure we're...
no problem.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, I had it on mute, sorry.
That's okay. Don't make me say it again.
Might have to.
Andy, thank you. Those are those types of things that cause your heart to race a million miles.
Yeah, I was like, God,
Murphy's Law, Jen.
Should I'll just start from this again, just quick.
Yes, please,
Okay.
if you would.
So tonight, we're looking at the setting the tax rate, adopting a shift. We're going to go over a couple of things, the new growth for the community. In the last year, the value changes from 25 to 26, what a single tax rate calculation would be, what our historical rate shifts have been, the tax rate shift options for this year, what we think we want to do there, the valuation by class once that rate has been shifted, average tax bills with that shift compared to last year, and then our three local options to consider for tonight, the small commercial exemption, the residential exemption, and the open space discount. All three of those we've not adopted in previous years. And then I'll just ask you to make your motions on whatever you choose. So new growth is property taxable for the first time. Thanks, Andy. Exempt to taxable, new construction, additions, personal property accounts, subdivided land, or condo conversions. These are all examples of growth. Noteworthy growth this year was just 9 single-family homes, 19 new condos. The Fairfield and Avalon Apartments was significant in the residential class, 28 new personal property accounts, and our utility growth at 8.1 million. Residential growth, this is a comparison this year to last year. Last year was a very significant year for us with our residential growth. This number is a little bit more of our normal. So we had tax growth in the residential class of 451,220. And then in the commercial, industrial, and personal property class, we had tax growth of 510,597. And you can see the total growth for the town is down that 33%, but still a very healthy growth number for the community. Andy, thank you. Okay, value changes. So 26 values are based on the market in 2024. That's the market that was analyzed by using sales, income and expense data, all of our property returns that we get from our various property types. Single-family home, for example, last year had an average value of $514,200, up 3.2% to $530,700. And condominiums went from $390,000 to $415,600. Two families, $504,100. to 538,500. These two, the condos and the two families, I should say, are where we saw our biggest percent of increase in value this year, both in the 6.8%, okay?
Yeah.
Three families, 554,000 to 562,700. Apartments, 708,100 to 717,300. Vacant land, 180,200 to 187,200. Commercial, 1.144,300 to 1,215,400. That also up 6.2%. And industrial, 1,714,900 to 1,838,400, up 7.2%. So commercial, industrial, condos, and two-family were really, multifamilies were where we saw our increases. Single-family, pretty average. Single tax rate calculation. So we got a couple of things on here. On the left-hand side of the slide, we have our total taxable value, which is up 4.72%. Our levy, which is the actual money we're going to raise through taxation, up 4.069%. And excess levy, what we've left from not using what we could raise, went from $6,071,000 to $6,222,000. So up a little on the excess levy as well. So a single tax rate calculation, if we did not shift the tax rate, would be $14.63. All classes of property would pay based on a $14.63 per thousand. And an average single-family residential tax bill, if we did not shift, would be $7,764. And an average commercial tax bill would be $17,781. The historical shifts, you can see in that last column there, we've pretty much hovered around the 158. We've gone up a little bit, 16 down to 148, and we've been at 158 for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will be our 9th year if we stay there again today. These are your shifts. So this is our options. This is, of course, the most important slide and the one that's in your presentation that's not right. The one that you see on the screen is correct. That one there shows everybody went down. When this one's the correct one, everybody's going to go up a little. So my apologies, I reversed those. So yours show negatives. These are positives. Okay, so this is your average tax bill increases between your residential class on the left-hand side, your commercial class is on the right-hand side. That pink line is using a 158 shift, which is what we've done historically. So I apologize for the confusion. So if we stayed with a 158 shift, your average single-family tax bill would go up $116.58, which is a 2% increase over last. And your commercial property average would go up $1482.89 on this side, which is up the 6%. Eyes are going bad. So that's your, if that's what you're inclined to do, that would be the increase per those two classes. And you can see if you shifted it down slightly, if you were to ebb or flow from that they're going to climb. If we shift that way, and they'll go down if you shift, obviously, towards the commercial class. Do we have questions on this slide? Do you want to go over any of the other options? We've talked before in the past about, do we want those percentages to stay, equal between the classes? Before I move on?
No. Any questions, John?
Yeah, we're okay? All right. Assuming a 158 shift, this is your share of the levy. Hold on. Let me draw out my slide. It's not a good night here.
I have mine.
There you go.
I thank you. So your share of the levy, if we didn't shift away from the residential,
Yeah.
we'd be 80% levy residential class and 20 in the commercial, industrial, personal property. So you can see with that shift, we're raising 70% of our taxes through the residential class, and the 29%, or almost 30, is in the commercial, industrial, and personal property. So you can see how that shifted that burden 10% away from that residential class, okay? And again, now we have our shift And so now you can actually see the actual tax dollars. So your average single-family tax bill last year, 6618. With that particular shift scenario, they go up to 6735, which is the $117 or 1.77%. And then we just go down the line with the different different classes of property. A condominium would go up 5% on their average tax bill, 2 families 5.3, 3 families almost nothing, apartments almost nothing, and a negative if anything. Apartments, and this is all on an average bill, right? So important to remember that. Residential land basically stayed the same, commercial up 5.5, and industrial 6.5. The small commercial exemption, this is something that only a handful of communities in the whole Commonwealth do. It's not something that we've typically done. We get our list from the Department of Unemployment Assistance. That list is then whittled down for properties that would qualify. You can exempt up to 10% of the value of a Class 3 property, so it's only your commercial, it's not your industrial or personal property. It has to be valued at $1 million or less, and it's something that would create a third tax rate. And we've never recommended it. The residential exemption, again, this is the list of communities that have adopted it. You can exempt up to 35% of the average assessed value of residential property. So you have to look at that average for all of them. And then if you adopt it, it increases the residential rate of all the other people. And it's really something that's done in the city and down the Cape. Open space is kind of not applicable, if you will, because we don't have open space classified, so there's nothing to offer a discount on. And then I would just ask that you take the following motions based on what shift you guys are inclined to take.
Thank you, Jan.
Thank you.
So Jim, the first motion, just to be clear, is as it would be, as it occurs now, the 1.5.
1.58 works out to this residential factor of .8677.
Just want to make sure everybody's understanding.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Because the number's very different.
I know, right?
And if you had, if you guys wanted to talk about a different shift, we would just have to calculate, well, Jim would have to calculate the percentage.
Excuse me, Mr. Chair, can I just say a
Yes,
couple of things?
most certainly.
Yeah, just to let you know, too, that you can see all my notes that I took. Usually, I meet with you, Jen.
Yeah,
You know.
yep.
But anyway, the excess levy capacity of over $6 million, that just shows that it's responsible budgeting for us, for the town. You know what I mean? That we have that extra money left over. We had the levy that we would need to support the town. We have an extra $6 million plus, that would show, it would show good budgeting and
Fiscal management.
Yeah.
it's good fiscal management and discipline, so I thought that was fantastic. The other thing, too, would be the motions, if you want me to make, Mr. Chair?
Please, that's,
Okay.
I don't know if you have any questions.
Do you need one, too, on the, to maintain the dual tax rate? Or no?
Yes, you'll be
that's
maintaining
the
until
first motion, correct?
Yep.
Okay, then, Mr. Chair, then I make a motion that the Select Board vote to maintain a dual tax rate for fiscal year 2026. And this motion would reflect our commitment on the support for Milford residents and fiscal responsibility.
It has to include the,
Yeah, I think you want to kind of stick to the motion.
you could read it right from the last page, Paul.
If you could, on the last page.
Oh, I have it, yeah, thank you.
Without-
Oh, so you're talking about
Just
the
read those four.
Those are
the residential factor?
Yep.
Okay,
That's the one.
I have that written down, too.
It's the same thing, but that's the actual
Okay, okay, I
formal
thought they
number.
were two different motions, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Chair, then I make a motion that the Milford Select Board adopt a residential factor of .8677 for fiscal year 2026 in accordance with the Board of Assessors recommendations and also of Mass Department of Revenue guidelines.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
And that's unanimous.
The second motion I would make that the town do not adopt an open space discount.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
And that is unanimous.
And they also make a motion that the town not adopt a residential exception.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
That is unanimous.
And I move that the town not adopt a small commercial exemption.
I would second that as well, Mr. Chairman.
That is unanimous.
And that the town has been aware from the Board of Assessors regarding the town's excess levy capacity, which has been certified in the amount of $6,222,288.82.
And I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
You don't need a motion on that one, right?
They're just acknowledging that.
Yeah, that we acknowledge that,
Thank you
yes.
for making us aware.
My pleasure. And I would just ask you to sign, this is the form that we sign online that you guys, I probably should.
And if I could, gentlemen, I just want to recognize that the Board of Assessors are here this evening.
Michael Ware.
The chairman, Josh Leoch, Paul Seamus, and Steve Borges are here as well.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being very prepared and for giving us
Jim, where do
this
At the
information.
bottom, they don't let me edit the form, yeah,
We'll sign
so I
the
can't
bottom.
add like
You sign.
little,
Tom can sign up
As
top.
always, thank you very much for your hard work.
She does a good job of making a lot of hard work compiled into a 5-minute presentation.
And that's the talent.
Very much so.
It really is.
Thank you very much, you guys.
That's what experience will do for you.
See, Jen, all these notes for nothing.
well, if I answer them all.
Yeah, you did.
Like what?
You did.
Grill me tonight.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
So much, John.
Very much. Always a pleasure.
You as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for everything.
Thanks so much. Thanks for everything.
See you.
No, it's flushed. Thank you.
Good to see you. Thanks much. Have a good night.
Out in the sun.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jen.
Thank you.
Oh, no one present on that
No one
one.
present as far as, or online related to this.
Just out of that.
A public hearing. Scheduled appointments, Campers Inn RV of Milford, Inc., a Class 1 license. Are they on with us?
Yes, she is.
Susie Lee?
It's just Susie Lee.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, good evening.
We
Ms.
can
Lee.
hear you.
Perfect. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
That's good news. So let's get through the rest of the good news. Can you give us an idea of what you're trying to accomplish?
Yep, so we acquired the property and we're going to be opening an RV dealership at the location. And we will be open for retail sales and service.
When do they plan on opening?
We had anticipated opening in Q4 this year, but with the delay in the licensing, I know that we are looking after the beginning of the year. I don't have the exact opening date yet, really contingent on when the licensing was all issued.
Good. Any questions, John?
Yes, Mr. Chair, thank you. Susie, Paul Mazzucchelli, Milford Select Board. Will you be selling anything besides the RVs and the secondhand RVs?
We will have a retail parts display with RV accessories. Other than that, no, it will just be new and used vehicle inventory.
Okay, and you also mentioned too that you'll also be doing service for them as well, right?
We will do service work for internal as well as retail customers.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any questions, Michael?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Susie, Mike Walsh, member of the Select Board. The first question I have for you, and I apologize, I thought I heard you answer this. You have purchased the property?
We have, yes.
Okay. And the second is, do you have any plans of renovating the building? Of looking at the building and looking at the present, just using as an example garage doors and some of the RVs that you see moving around the roads today, are they going to fit in the present entrance doors that are there now, or do you plan, do the new owners plan on some renovations?
Presently, we are not going to be making any changes to the exterior of the building. I know they are looking in the beginning of Q2 potentially to do some changes for the overall building layout with an addition. And at that point in time, I'm sure they will address the garage doors because we did notice that as well.
Okay, and do you know how many vehicles you ultimately plan on having? I mean, it's a huge lot, I understand that.
Sure.
But,
We will have roughly 75 to 100 vehicles on the lot typically.
okay, and...
Maybe a little less, but there shouldn't be any more.
Okay, and so my next question to that is, how do 75 to 100 of those vehicles get transported to that lot? Driven?
We use it, so it depends. Typically, we use a transport company, and they will bring them in either on a trailer or they will be driven in by transport drivers.
Okay, okay. The reason I ask that question is, you know, being driven in by a driver is one thing. Having all those trucks, you know, with trailers and the campers on the back of them. Traffic. At that intersection of the hospital. I don't know if you know where the facility is, but...
So typically, if they're trailering them in, it's no more than 2 travel trailers at a time on a flat utility-style trailer.
Okay, okay.
If that helps to color the context at all.
Okay, well, thank you very much for answering my questions.
Absolutely, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do I have a motion?
Motion, Mr. Chair, that the Select Board approve the application for a Class 1 motor vehicle dealer's license submitted by Jeffrey Hirsch of Campers Inn RV of Milford Incorporated for the sale of new and second-hand recreational vehicles and motorhomes at 13 Cape Road, Milford, Mass.
And I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
And that is unanimous. Welcome to town, Susie.
Welcome to town. That's right.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great evening.
You as well, and a nice Thanksgiving.
Yes, to you as well.
All right, take care.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
The next item on the agenda was to be the Human Resources Director. However, she is going to gather further information concerning the renewal rates for retirees' medical. So we'll take that up at a future meeting.
Okay.
Central Travel Liquor LLC, transfer of a package license, all alcoholic beverages. And I believe this is to provide additional information that was requested
Yes,
by
this is one the board
ABCC.
approved in July 28th.
Right.
We've had this situation before, the ABCC reviews, it requires additional documentation, and the board would need to vote to approve.
Do I have a motion?
Motion, Mr. Chair, to approve the additional documents before final, you know, that was made for Central Travel Liquor LLC and for their application. So I vote that we approve these changes.
And I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
That is unanimous. Town Administrator's report.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. 3 items tonight. Interestingly enough, 2 involving the fire department, given tonight's situation. Fire Chief Mark Nelson informed me that firefighter EMT Sean Halpin completed recruit training at the Massachusetts Firefighting Academy in Stowe. He was selected for the Richard N. Bangs Award for Outstanding Achievement. He is only the 5th Milford firefighter in over 35 years. Received this recognition as the top recruit, so I wanted the board to be aware of that and congratulate him. Second item, Fire Chief Nelson also informed me that the transition to the new town ambulance service, Coastal EMS LLC, was seamlessly completed today. There was no interruption of services. As you know, we will be returning to the 2 paramedics per ambulance model with 2 dedicated ambulances 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's no change in the garaging of the ambulances, and as you know, Coastal will also serve the Milford Hospital or the UMass merger. Final item is involving National Grid and our municipal energy program. I've been informed by Rachel Ferdinand of Good Energy that beginning this month, most electricity customers with heat pumps will receive a discount through National Grid's heat pump delivery rate. This is a new delivery rate designed to help offset cost increase due to increased electricity use in winter by heat pumps compared to fossil fuel heating. Most customers with heat pumps will be automatically enrolled at this delivery rate. This new delivery rate works seamlessly with the town's aggregation program supply rate. The new rate will lower the delivery portion of electric bills for qualifying customers and does not impact aggregation supply rates. In fact, combining this will offer even greater savings. The new rate will have a lower delivery cost than the standard base distribution rates and won't cause bills to increase for customers who don't use heat pumps. The delivery cost will be reduced in the winter period, which they define as November 1st through April 30. Again, no conflict with the new delivery rate and the town's aggregation program supply prices. Again, this is just to help control costs. Customers with Mass Save supported heat pumps installed on January 1st, 2019 or later on a residential electric rate will be automatically enrolled in the reduced heat pump rate starting November 1st, 2025, so no action is needed for these customers. There are enrollment notifications being sent out this past week and in the future. Customers that are not automatically enrolled or without a Mass Save installation may still qualify and can apply as the enrollment opened October 31st. They should check with National Grid's heat pump rate page to find more information about signing up for the savings. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you, Mr. Warren.
Any old business, gentlemen?
I don't, Mr. Chairman.
I do not, Mr. Chairman.
New business, we have a document from the Conservation Commission. This is to fill a vacant position,
Right.
and they're recommending Frederick Roach for that position.
Yep.
There were some other folks that were on the
Yeah.
talent bank.
I think Mr. Frederick is already a member.
Actually, he's already on.
He's already on, yeah.
There's only one.
Yeah.
He was appointed on that recently.
So if you want, Mr. Chair, I can make a motion to appoint Frederick Roach to the Conservation Commission as recommended by Chair Joe Zakili, where this feller is a environmental engineer, and as the chairman did say, he will ensure environmental professional knowledge for the committee.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
That is unanimous. Any other new business, gentlemen?
No, thank you, Mr. Chair. I don't.
No, thank you.
Invitation to speak. I do not see anyone in the audience. Is there anyone online? There's no one online. Any correspondence, gentlemen?
No.
Do not have
I
any,
do not.
Mr. Chairman.
And the last item is executive session. We do not have an executive session this evening. I have a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, Mr. Chairman.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
That is unanimous. Thank you very much for tuning in. And for those that attended the meeting, particularly the folks in the assessor's office, we appreciate the information that they brought forth.
Right.
Hope you all have a very happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you after the holiday.
Thank you.